Guys, I'm Brandon from ThirstGym.com. Today we're going to have an exercise called the box jump to single leg landing. This is a great plyometric exercise that develops some lower body power as well as developing some lower body stability on a single leg stance. So this exercise is a great introduction to teaching youth athletes how to land properly with one leg. It's a good feeder to also teaching how to jump off one leg. So what you're going to need is a plyometric box you can jump on. It doesn't need to be super tall at first to get this down. Then as the athlete progresses, you can certainly build this up to challenge them in terms of what they can actually do. But the big thing we're after here is learning how to land on one leg well, and by bringing the box being higher than the ground, we can put as much force as we want into the ground, but as we land, we're going to land on one leg. So it's higher, we're not going to get as much force, so it almost lessens the force than the athlete jumping here and landing on one leg. We're bringing the ground up to them. So they've got to be able to understand some general plyometrics. Hopefully you've done some box jumps, maybe some hurdle hops, general sprint stuff, just so they feel comfortable with that. And even some single leg stuff, some single leg line hops, so that they understand general landing mechanics on a single leg. And then this is going to challenge that a little bit, but also try to get them to absorb that force better on one leg. So again, in our plyometric stance here, or our jump stance, whatever you want to call it here. And then as we go to jump, hands come up, come down, can be in an athletic position. When I go to jump, I'm going to jump as high as I can, and I'm going to land on just one leg in an athletic stance. We don't want to land stiff-legged, but we also don't want to land in a single leg squat. Good single leg athletic stance. So here, so notice I'm still jumping up high, and I'm just bringing this leg to meet the box. Again. So as you can tell, this box is probably a little low for me, but that's okay, just for teaching purposes here. Again, as high as I can, athletic stance. And I'm gonna switch legs. So what it's teaching to do is bring that leg up and push it. You should be able to hear that leg on the box. See, what you don't want to do is go and try to land super soft. You do want some stiffness on this because you're trying to teach that leg to turn over in that position. And again, what you don't want to do is stiff leg like that. We want to land athletic stance. This leg's going to be a little bit off. Whole foot contact, knees bent, hips loaded, landing in the athletic stance. If I got to catch a ball, run, change direction, we want to start ingraining that into our drills so that it's not a bad habit. So when it comes to doing an exercise like this, we obviously got to do both sides. So keep that in mind. I usually like doing this for 3 to 4 reps per side, per set, and then doing that from 3 to 5 sets. That gives us a lot of plyometrics in terms of our landing and our numbers, but because we do each leg and we're doing a box, we can handle just a little bit more volume rather than if we were doing depth drops or something like that. Then we like to pair this with a speed and agility exercise that translates well to what they're doing, probably a linear sprint in this case, and then we've got a good well-rounded start of our plyometric program at the beginning of our training session. So just check some boxes, make sure you got your general plyometrics covered. This is a good, safe alternative for kids to learn how to land in a single leg stance rather than having to do everything on the ground. And I think they'll also find it challenging trying to develop that stability in landing in that position. And I think you'll find that your athletes will have that translate over better to the field whenever they have to land on one leg and then immediately change direction or make a decision on the field of court. If you got any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.